We're going to do some mobility focus moves today. No equipment needed, just a mat or some padded surface. And let's get started. Coming onto all fours, we're just going to start with some sit back. So thinking about gliding your thigh bones back into your hips as you sink back towards the wall or something behind you. So we're not tucking your butt under into like a child's pose. This is really a shift back, letting that thigh bone glide into that hip, creating some space down between those sit bones. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull back up with the butt of your palms to come back up. Position that spine is staying the same. Exhale, glide back. Deep breath in, sinking those thigh bones into that hip. Exhale, pulling up with those palms. Inhale. Exhale, sitting back. Deep breath in, sit bones spreading here. Exhale, gliding back up, connecting through those shoulders as you come back up. Two more. Shifting back, gliding back. Should feel nice, good opening right in the back of those hips there. Exhale, gliding up. One more time. Shifting those hips back, sitting back. Deep breath in. Exhale, pulling back up with those palms. Coming, hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Knees right underneath those hips. Press your weight into your palms and shift your weight slightly back into your hips so you're not forward over those wrists. You're feeling a little bit of that weight back in through your hips, but still really connected through those shoulders, so pressing up through those hands. We're going to glide your right leg straight back behind you, and then you're going to bring your left foot into the midline of your body. And then we're just going to shift that weight back, pressing down through into that heel on that right side, gliding, sitting into that left hip, and then coming up tall. Lifting that leg up but not extending, long straight spine. Gliding back, sinking back, opening the outside of that left hip, nice stretch through that right calf, gliding back up. Keeping that awareness through those shoulders. Make sure you're not collapsing into those upper shoulders, and gliding back up. Pressing back, nice deep stretch into that left hip and stretching through the foot and the calf of that right leg. Coming up one more time, shifting back and gliding up. Now you're going to bring that, cross that right knee over behind that left. Coming, just make sure those knees are kind of right between your hands. And then we're going to open those feet out as wide as they feel like going. So we're coming to an internally rotated position in those hips. So you won't have as much movement here, but we're just going to start to glide back into those hips and then coming up, just using the breath. Should feel like a nice stretch all down through the side of those hips and up, gliding back and up. Two more, gliding back, stretching into those hips and coming up. And one more, gliding back and coming back up. Unhooking that knee. And then we're going to come do the same thing on the other side. Awareness in those shoulders. Glide that left foot back. Rotate that right foot into the midline. Sit back into that right hip. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Long straight line with that left leg as you lift. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, little lift. Inhale, shift back. Feeling that opening now through that outside of that right hip, stretching into that left calf. Getting some nice movement in through that left ankle too. And gliding up, shifting back. And reach long through that toe. Two more. Deep breaths, breathing, breathing, breathing. Getting that nervous system to relax. Getting all those muscles, oxygen into those muscles. And then we're going to cross that ankle, that knee behind that other knee, glide those ankles out as far as they feel like going, whatever range works for you today, and then sitting back into those hips, and then shifting forward. Gliding back into those hips, shifting forward, gliding back. Should feel really nice, opening up into that space, right in through those hips. And up. One more time, sitting back and coming back up. Unhooking that knee from that other knee. And just coming wide knees, feet touching, sitting back into a child's pose. We're just going to drop into that right hip, little lateral opener, reaching those right fingertips forward. Deep breath into the right side of your body. Exhale back to center, dropping into the left hip, reaching those left fingertips forward. Deep breath in, that left side of the body. Exhale, coming back to center, rolling up through that spine, coming up onto all fours, and then we're going to come down onto our tummies, relaxing down here. Just feel that weight grounding and relaxing into those hips. Just give them a little shake side to side. Just using a little momentum just to relax into those hips. Relaxing, relaxing. And then bringing your foreheads to rest on your back of your palms. Just taking a nice relaxing breath here. Let those shoulders relax, let that head relax. One more deep breath. And then we're going to glide those arms forward. Reach those shoulders up, hike them by your ears. And now glide those shoulders down, away from your ears, and gently press your elbows into the mat. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, feel that nice gentle lift with that chest. Inhale here, so we're not lifting up too high that we're compressing into the low back, just creating a little bit of that lift right in through that mid back. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then we're going to draw those arms down, bring them to either side of those hips. Keep those hips grounded into the mat so that we're not compressing into here. Keeping that connection. And we're going to do some pumping with those arms. It's like a backward 100 in Pilates. So you're going to inhale for a count of 5, and then exhale for a count of 5. Think about gliding those fingertips towards those toes. Really getting space down through that upper shoulder area and getting all those little stabilizing muscles between those shoulder blades, all those postural muscles firing up. Pulsing, 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 and exhale. 2 more times. And exhale, feeling those triceps working, all those little muscles behind the shoulders working. And relaxing down, head to one side. Just let everything relax there. And then we're going to bring those hands right behind your hips. Clasp those fingers around each other. And then just reach that fist back. And then gently lift that nose up off the mat. Barely, barely. So that we're really creating like a nice long arc through the spine rather than compressing into one spot. Holding for a breath. And then exhale, relax. Let your head come to the other side. And then coming nose onto the mat. Head, back of the neck long, so make sure you're not craning up that neck. And bring your arms out into a W. You're going to inhale. Exhale, lift. So squeezing a little lemon between those shoulder blades. And then reach. If this feels uncomfortable, do it with 2 hands. At any point in your back, just reach with one. And then glide down and lower. Lift, reach, glide, and lower. Or 2 hands. Lift, reach, glide, and lower. So the main thing is you don't want to feel compression at one point in your spine. So there's no right way. The best way is whatever is making you feel good in your body. Lift, drawing back in and down, One more time, lift, reach, drawing in and down. And then just bring those hands right under those shoulders, tuck those toes under, press up, and sit back into a child's pose. Just for a nice breath here. Breathing into the back of those ribs, exhale, curling back up through that spine. And we're going to come around onto our back. Relax shoulders, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Just getting a little opening through that right hip here. Draw your legs up towards you by just hooking under that left thigh. Take a nice breath in here. Let that right knee open out to the side, whatever range feels comfortable. Opening down through that right hip. And then we're going to exhale, straighten that left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Little opening down through that left hamstring. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. And then bringing that foot back down onto the mat. Grab through the back of those arms. Shoulder blades heavy and relaxed on the mat. We don't want to create tension up through here. So really visualize shoulders melting into the mat. A little curl through that spine, little pelvic curl. Lift through those hips, glute active on that left side. Exhale, reach those right toes to the ceiling. Bring that ankle back down onto the outside of that thigh and roll back down through that spine. Release into that tailbone at the bottom. Exhale, curl, lift, reach. Hook that ankle back on and lower. Exhale, curl, lift, reach those toes long, hook and lower. One more, curl, reach, bring it back around and lower. Unhooking, switching. So now I've got the left ankle over the right knee. Opening up, gently glide those thighs up towards you. Hooking onto that right thigh. Feeling a nice opening through that left hip. Exhale, extend that right leg long. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Two more times. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. One more time. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Slowly bringing that right foot back down onto the mat. Bringing that awareness back into those shoulders, heavy and relaxed onto the mat. Exhale, curl and lift. Glute active on that right side. Reach. Hook that ankle back onto that thigh. Roll back down through that spine. Release into those hips. Exhale, curl. Right glute working. Reach. Hook. Curl down and release. Curl. Lift. Hook. Rolling down and release. Two more times. Curling. Right glute working. Lift. Hooking back on. Opening, release. All the way down. One more time. Curl. Lifting. Reach. Hook. Rolling all the way back down. And releasing. Butterfly stretch. Bring the pads of those soles of your feet together. We're going to start just with pressing the pads of those feet together to activate all those muscles in those inner thighs and hips. Press, 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 and release. Exhale, press, 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 and release. Exhale, press, 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 and release. Exhale, press, 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 and release. Two more, press, 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 and release. One more time, press, 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 and release, and just relaxing. If this feels like too much to be in this kind of a stretch, you could put something underneath your hips here to support your thighs, so like a pillow or rolled up towel. And then keeping that relaxed rib cage, you're going to take a nice deep breath in, And then exhale, glide those thumbs back to the floor behind you, or as far as they want to go before you're doing anything weird with those shoulders. Inhale, draw those fingers back up. Exhale, opening up. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, gliding those thumbs back. Inhale, coming up. 1 more time. Exhale, gliding those thumbs back. Inhale, back up. And now gently glide those knees together. Pressing those knees together. Pressing the inside edge of those feet, of your feet together. And now we're going to do a little pelvic curl. Lift. Keep that pressing with those knees. Activating through those inner thighs. Melting those shoulder blades into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, roll down through that spine. Release into those hips at the bottom. Pressing. Connect through those inner thighs. Connecting up through the midline of your body. Reach, reach, reach. And now we're going to reach those knees forward a fraction. Deep connection through the midline of your body. Rolling back down. 2 more times. Pressing those knees together. Lift. Seat of the pants lifting. Reach those knees forward a fraction. Roll down through that spine. Release into those hips. 1 more time. Press those knees together. Curling up. Lift. Reach those knees a fraction. And then exhale. Roll down through that spine all the way down. Bringing your right leg out. Straight. Bringing those arms up overhead, but keeping that control through that rib cage, so we're not arching or flaring. Controlled inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Lowering down. Slide that foot back in with control. And then we're going to slide out with that other leg. This is not a really nice activating through those deep abdominals. Activating through that anterior hip. Also though mobilizing through that hamstring. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, lower. 1 more. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. You can also keep your hands behind your head if lifting that neck up feels like it's too much strain on your neck. Coming out with both legs out straight. Reaching those arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up. Inhale here, ground through that left leg. If it's too much, you can have that knee bent, foot flat on the floor. And then we're going to start to climb up that leg. Whatever range feels good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, climb back down that leg and relax, release, bend that knee towards your chest. Glide that thigh bone down into your hip. And then release with control. Exhale, switch. Deep breath in. Walk up that thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, walk down through that leg. Reach. Glide that knee towards your chest. Glide that thigh bone down into your hip. Reaching long through that extended leg. And then control to bring that thigh down onto the floor. 1 more each side. Lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, grabbing onto the thigh. Walking, walking, walking. Inhale, hold. Exhale, walking back down. Draw that knee in towards your chest. Glide that thigh bone into your hip. Reach that extended leg long. Oppositional stretch. And then control lowering that leg down. 1 more time. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. Abdominal curl. Then lifting up using those arms. Inhale, hold. Exhale, walk down that thigh. Glide that knee in towards that chest. Oppositional reach, that extended leg. Opening up through that anterior hip. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Control, lowering that leg down. Just coming up, knees bent, feet flat. Just going to finish with some nice pelvic clocks. So imagine the front of your pelvis is a clock or a bowl of soup, and we're just moving the contents of the soup around without spilling it. So it's not a jerky movement. Or if you were thinking of a clock, the hands of the clock are ticking all the way around, up from the belly button, hip bones, pubic bone. So starting to run in circles and breathing, exhaling around, inhale back up, exhaling around, inhale back up, exhaling around, inhale back up. Keeping those knees steady, so we're not moving all around with the lower body, we're just mobilizing here. Feels really nice down through that SI joint. Also just helps to activate those deep abdominals and that pelvic floor. But it's a really nice, gentle way of doing it. Mobilizing and activating at the same time, switching directions. Curling around. One side always feels much more awkward than the other. Curling around. Deep breaths. 2 and 1. And then just relax, shoulders onto the mat. Feet out about the width of the mat. Make sure you get a nice, good base of support. We're going to just glide those fingertips up as you slide that chin down towards your chest. Whatever range feels good. Inhale there. Exhale, gliding those elbows back down. Inhale. Exhale, nodding that chin towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, nod that chin towards your chest. Gently reaching up without doing anything weird with those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, gently reach. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. As long as this doesn't give you any pain, knees, feet out wide, just going to do a little exhale, drop knees to one side. Inhale here, breathe into that space in your torso. Exhale, slowly gliding back up. Inhale, deep belly breath. Exhale, switch. Inhale into that side body. Exhale, gliding back up. 1 more each side. Inhale. Exhale, dropping down with control. Inhale. Exhale, gliding back up. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, dropping down to the other side with control. Inhale. Exhale, gliding back up. Grabbing onto the back of your thighs, coming up slowly. Those are a few mobility moves that definitely make me feel better. I hope they help you, and please let me know how you feel.